Hello, my name is Mason Worthington. I'm a senior business advisor with Pathway Lending. Today, we're going to be walking through the disaster loan assistance application on the SBA website. So the address that you'll be going to is covid19relief.sba.gov. They've changed the way you apply. It's a streamlined application now. It's much more simple. The first thing you need to decide or declare is the type of business that you are legally set up as. So if you're a business, that means you're a C Corp, an S Corp, or a partnership. You'll be selecting that you're a business with not more than 500 employees. If you're a sole proprietorship, meaning you file on a Schedule C, you'll select the second item. Those are the most two common business entities. The rest of these are more specialized cases. Then they're asking you to check off to make sure that you are eligible. You can read through these, but for the most case, you should check all of those off and then hit continue. Then it's asking for basic business information. You will type in your actual business information here. The EIN is employer identification number. Type that if you are a legal business. If you're a sole proprietorship, you'll use your social security number. And then select what legal entity you are. So if you're an LLC, select that, or select the one that most relates to your business entity. And if you need to check your tax return to be sure how you are legally filing, you can do that, but that you'll need to select one option there. If you're a nonprofit, you can select yes. If you're not, select no. And if you're a franchise, yes or no. So gross revenues for the last 12 months, I would just use a 12-month period. You can use your last year's tax return or your internal QuickBooks or accounting system. And the cost of goods sold, so those are the direct costs related to selling your items from your tax return or your internal accounting system. If you own rental properties, you can fill this out. Nonprofit information goes here. Most people are going to leave this blank and just move on. Okay, primary business address. Note it can't be a PO box, but this is where your business operates. If you are an online business, you can use your home address and the county and your zip and the business phone number. If you have an alternate business number or a fax, you can fill those in. If you don't, leave them blank. The date the business was established, and then the date that you took ownership. If that's a different date, if you bought this company from another owner at a point in time, use that. If it's the same date, if you started the business, just use the same date. So we'll say we bought this business. And then it's asking you to select the primary activity. If you're food and beverage, and select more detailed business activity. And then the number of employees that you had as of January 31st. And we can move on. So this is going to be your information if you're the primary owner, and then select your role. If you're the owner, select the owner, and your ownership percentage. If that's less than 100%, you'll have to fill out information for the other owners, but we'll assume that you own 100%. Your social security number and birth date and place of birth. If you're a U.S. citizen, select yes, and your residential street address. So if there's other owners in this business, go ahead and select add additional owner. If that doesn't apply, hit next. So you'll need to declare if the business is owned by a business entity. If so, click yes. If that doesn't apply, hit no. And it's asking for a few other questions. Most likely these are going to be no. Someone assisted you in this application, whether you paid them or not, you'll need to fill out their information and then give them permission to talk to the SBA on your behalf. If that doesn't apply, then go ahead and select no. Just don't fill any of that out. And then check this box if you'd like to be considered for the $10,000 advance, and fill out the banking information that you would like that money to go to. So this should be your account number and routing number. or where you want those funds deposited. You can read through this. It's basically just asking if you are being truthful and applying for this money on behalf of your business. And so go ahead and read and check. And then when you hit next, all right, and then it'll give you a summary, and this is just the information that you just previously entered. You can look it over. If you need to change something, you can hit edit, go back and change it. If it all looks right, click this box and then hit submit, and that'll put you in the queue, and hopefully within 2 to 3 days, you'll get the $10,000. If you need more than the $10,000, there'll be a follow-up email from the SBA requesting for additional information. I hope this has been helpful. Feel free to reach out to Pathway Lending if you have any other questions. Thank you.